This morning on The Dish, living high on the hog, the whole hog. That's the specialty of famed pitmaster Rodney Scott, already the recipient of the prestigious James Beard Award. This year, he was announced as an inductee into the Barbecue Hall of Fame. And he's just out with a new book, Rodney Scott's World of Barbecue. He's got a restaurant in Birmingham, just opened one in Atlanta, and Jamie Wax caught up with him at the place where it all began.
It's early, very early in the morning here in Charleston, South Carolina. And the smell of wood smoke perfumes the air. Rodney Scott is busy supervising the hive of imposing grills at what has become a major destination for the culinary art that has made him internationally famous, whole hog barbecue.
I wish the people watching this at home could smell this place. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. It'd be smell-o-vision.
Rodney Scott has been cooking whole hog barbecue since he was just 11 years old.
Yeah.
At his family's variety store in the small South Carolina town of Hemingway.
From that time till now, obviously, you've grown as a chef and a restaurateur. But has the process changed at all?
I am definitely doing everything the exact same way that I did it when I was 11. It's just different equipment. So I still burn the wood down.
Yeah.
Still take the hot coals and put it under the hog. And I still season the hog pretty much the same way.
I mean, it's an obvious thing, but when I read your description of what whole hog really means as far as flavor, it makes a huge difference because you've got parts of the hog that are gamier, parts that are fattier, parts that are leaner, and you make something brand new when you mix them all together, right?
Yeah, when you put them all together, you get different bites from different areas of the hog. You know, we describe our barbecue as a difference you can taste. And what we mean by difference you can taste is you have ham, you have loin, you got belly, you got some shoulder.
And when all those areas are combined, it adds up to one bite that can only be described as perfection.
All right, that's very hot.
All right, I'll try and pick a good piece. Okay.
I'm gonna join you there.
Oh my God. Honestly, best pork I've ever tasted in my life.
That's part of my technique to break it up so the seasonings can go all the way through it. And when you turn it over to pull it, you have everything in there. You see that?
It is true. The salt, the acid, the smoke, it's all perfect in that one bite.
But that one bite was only the beginning.
And he looked like he had his legs crossed. And he was.
I joined him for lunch, surrounded by an incredible spread of some of his most popular dishes from his new book, Rodney Scott's World of Barbecue. It's part cookbook, part autobiography.
There are worse jobs than sitting out in the South Carolina breeze with the master of Carolina barbecue and this beautiful table.
So all the dishes on the table are pretty much a layout of my life. From the pulled pork where it all started, grandma's cornbread, what I remember from being a kid, the ribs, which I've come to love along with the pulled pork, collard greens, which I was a little reluctant to eating, but I do eat them now, my mama's banana pudding, and the dishes that are just introduced to me as a barbecue pitmaster later on was brisket.
Looking at this layout of his life, it's hard to forget that the road to pitmaster started at such a young age.
What is 11-year-old Rodney Scott like?
11-year-old Rodney Scott wanted to go to a basketball game. The work had to be done before you went anywhere. This particular day, it was a hog had to be cooked, and the challenge was laid out. You're gonna cook this hog before you go anywhere. And I made sure not to burn the hog, and when they flipped it over, I was like, good. You could pull the bone out like it's supposed to. It was done all over. And woo! I was like, I think I can do this.
Others agreed. In 2009, Scott captured the attention of a New York Times food writer who wrote an article that changed his life forever.
People started to say hello, and strangers started to say hello. Are you that guy from the New York Times? And phone calls from different newspapers and magazines started to interact with us. And I thought it was huge.
The acclaim led Scott to finally accept the offer of investor and restaurateur Nick Pahakis. He opened his own restaurant in Charleston, which led to another remarkable achievement.
They come in and they tell you you are nominated for the James Beard Award. What did that mean to you at that time?
When we got nominated for the Beard Award, it was unbelievable. To walk up on that stage and look back out at all of these great chefs and these people in the food industry, to be recognized as, best chef Southeast was one of the most humbling moments I've ever experienced.
Scott's growing success, coupled with leaving the family business, worsened a long-existing rift between him and his father. Something he writes about with startling frankness in his book, which was published shortly before his father's death. I wish I could have had a real conversation about why he was so opposed to the things that I was doing that he wanted to kick me out of the business, kick me out of the family, too.
In this book, you write an incredibly powerful section about the relationship with your father. How did that come about, and what did it feel like to put that down in writing?
This was years ago that me and my dad did not agree on a lot of things. And in doing that, having that conversation for the first time to say, I'm going to tell the world this is what I experienced, was one of the moments that the tension, the not sleeping well, just kind of went away, because I felt like it's gone. The load is off my shoulders.
Letting go for Scott has led to a sense of gratitude for each day. It's the philosophy he literally wears across his chest.
Every day is a good day. I always say, if you're not in the obituary section, you got a good day. You know, you got a chance to create the mood, the feeling that you want to have throughout that day. You have an opportunity simply because you survived.
And beyond just surviving, Scott is also focused on what's next.
What are you most excited about looking at the future of Rodney Scott?
Trying to spread our barbecue all over the entire world, everywhere. That's my goal.
For CBS This Morning Saturday,
Yeah.
Jamie Wax,
Yeah.
Charleston.
Every day is a good day.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
Look at this in front of us. Pork ribs, greens,
Collard greens, baby.
collard greens,
Collard greens.
cornbread,
Mac and
cheese.
Little
And look-
lemonade.
little lemonade, and look at this piece of business
Yeah.
right here. Can we get this?
Dig in. Jamie learned from last time, brought us some food.
That's right. He didn't bring
We
food last time.
did.
Yeah.
Dig
I'll have
in.
to scoop
Pulled
up
pork
some.
sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig in.
Good stuff. I'm going to take a bite and try to eat like Michelle did the other week.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.